I probably should be prepared for that question. December 2009, I think.
Soon after I started working at GW.
I got a Twitter April 1st, so just over a year ago. It wasn't a joke.
And I realized the biggest thing I noticed is that's where students were complaining. So when they had a concern, they didn't email me, they didn't, tell a friend, they didn't stop by the office. They were just saying, hey, I was on the Vern Express and it took 30 minutes.
I think our students are definitely users, and I would say some of our students are Uber users. So in regards to that, I think, with watching events that are political in nature, or looking at the debates, or looking at major things that have happened in the city, I think it is a way, it's a connecting tool for our students to push out information that in my era you would have used a poster and a flyer.
And all of a sudden there were all these rumors on Twitter that Kate Middleton was going to be our commencement speaker. So I was like, well, I got to get on Twitter, and I got on and said, no go. She'd be great, but she's not it.
Well, it's hard not to interact with GW Peter K, the most prolific tweeter on campus.
I think what Peter does that has been very successful is to engage people in conversations. Like, you'll see a lot of what he's doing, he's replying and connecting people to each other.
How much time am I going to devote to this? Because in a typical college student's experience, you only have so many hours in a day. That's valuable in my role because sometimes there are incidents and crises and problems that you want to respond to as quickly as possible. And the sooner you can do that, the better in some cases.
So they'll put it out there with a GW hashtag thinking, oh, it's no big deal, I'll just put this out there, I'm angry about whatever. But then they actually get a response and they're shocked because they almost think, oh, GW's not going to take care of this, so I'm just going to put it out here.
Their midnight is, when they're hitting that time, the normal person might be going to bed, and they're just starting to pick up. They're studying Gelman, they're working on student organization project, they're involved in things on campus. Their lives are just on a different pace.
My goal is to meet students where they are, and if they're on Twitter, I'm going to be on Twitter.
I can't imagine a university not using these tools, because if they're not, they're missing out on a great way to communicate with their students.